Hi students, now we will see class 5 EVS, a treat for mosquitoes, part 2. Survey report. Some children did this survey. Here are some of these reports. Group 1. We find something green around the taps in our school, which is called algae. Due to algae, in bracket, a kind of plant. It had also some slippery gland. The algae spreads a lot during the rainy season. We think that they are some kind of small plants that grow in water. Group 2. There is a pond near the school. At first, you can't see the water in the pond as it is completely covered with plants. One auntie told us that these plants have grown themselves in water. Around the pond, there are pits full of water. We also saw some larvae in the water. As we move around, lots of mosquitoes flew from the plants growing around. Jaskirat feels that there are so many mosquitoes in her house because of this dirty pond nearby. Tell, is there a pond or river around your house or school? Look around and observe these things. Can you see algae in or around the water? Where else have you seen algae? There are plants. Are there plants growing on the sides or in water? Find out their names. Draw some of these in your notebook. Do you think these were planted by someone or did they grow on their own? What else can you see in water? Make a list. Ronald Rose. A scientist peeps into a mosquito's stomach. A scientist peeps into a mosquito's stomach. This interesting incident took place almost 100 years ago. A scientist found out that mosquitoes spread malaria. Let's read about this discovery in his own words. My father was a general in the Indian Army. I studied to become a doctor, but what I really liked was reading stories, writing poetry, music, and drama. In my free time, I enjoyed doing all this. In those days, thousands of people used to die from a disease that we now call malaria. The disease was found in areas where there was a lot of rain or in swampy places. People thought that the illness was caused by some poisonous gas that came from the dirty swampy areas. They gave it the name malaria, which means bad air. One doctor had seen tiny germs in the blood of one of the patients. When he observed it under a microscope, but he could not understand how these had got into patient's blood. My professor had some ideas about this. I think that these may be carried by some kind of mosquito. As his student, I spent all my time chasing mosquitoes to catch and observe. We used to carry empty bottles and chase mosquitoes about after mosquito. We used to carry empty bottles and chase mosquitoes after mosquito. Then we would put the mosquitoes into a mosquito net in which there was a patient of malaria. The mosquitoes would have a feast biting these patients. The patients were paid 1 anna for allowing one mosquito to bite them. I will always remember those days at the hospital in Secunderabad, how we used to cut open the mosquito's stomach and peep into it. I would spend hours and hours bent over the microscope. By night, my neck would be stiff and my eyes could not see clearly. It used to be very hot, but we dared not fan ourselves, as all the mosquitoes would fly off in the breeze. Once I also fell ill with the malaria. I spent months like this with the microscope, but I could not find anything. One day we caught a few mosquitoes that looked different. They were brownish with the spotted wings. When I looked into the stomach on one of the female mosquitoes, I saw something black there. I looked closer. I saw that these tiny germs looked just like the ones that were found in the blood of malaria patients. At last we had the proof mosquito did spread malaria. In December 1902, Ronald Ross got the highest award for his discovery, the Nobel Prize for Medicine. In 1905, even as he lay dying, Ross's last words were, "I will find something, I will find something new." What we have learnt. What can you do so the mosquitoes do not breed in your house, school and neighborhood? How can you find out if someone has malaria? Teacher's note. Tell children that Anna was the form of currency used earlier in India. Use of the story of Ronald Ross to encourage children to know and talk about the scientific process. It is important to share with the children that in an ordinary hospital of Secunderabad, many important experiments were done, some successful and some not so successful, which lead to an amazing discovery about a disease which has still not been controlled. Collect more such existing stories. Collect more such exciting stories on discoveries about different diseases and share with children. Thank you.